What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Pikmin 2. Previously, we ended up arriving here at the Cavern of Chaos, the first dungeon we have access to in the new area known as the Wistful Wild. And unfortunately, we didn't do the best performance that we could have here in the Wistful Wild. I mean, the Cavern of Chaos. We unfortunately have had a very annoying case of just really sucking. And so we've lost several Pikmin along the way. We lost some yellows earlier in the dungeon, then we lost some... Oh, God. Lost some blues, and now we have to deal with this jerk. Okay, this is gonna be lovely. Come on. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Thank God. Okay, and you can see their death animation. They explode, and then, look, yeah, so if they recover their health in full, they will absolutely, fully, come back to life. They're absolute jerks with this enemy. But yeah, we're gonna continue our way through the Cavern of Chaos in this episode and hopefully finish it today. We're on sub-level 8. We have 2 sub-levels after this, 9 and 10, so we should be able to do this. Now, by the way, that isn't the only Gatling Groink on this floor. I believe there is a second one, so... No, and he drank the damn it, that white Pikmin drank all of that nectar. The thing with this floor is there's a piss ton of these Bulborbs on here, and in addition to that, there's also 2 Gatling Groinks walking around. This floor is littered with these Bulborbs. Luckily, these guys aren't hard to deal with. It's actually, funnily enough, the Gatling Groinks. We gotta find the other ones, because I do not want to deal with those guys. There's one more. I do not know where he is, so we gotta find them. I'm probably gonna scope out the floor real quick. Luckily, the Groinks... sometimes they get stuck on this floor, and you can just kind of trap them in a corner, and they won't end up, like, going for you because of how this floor is laid out. Luckily, we're sort of in a corner, which is a good and a bad thing. But I personally think it's a little bit of a better thing. No, get the yellow, get the yellow. I think it's a little bit of a better thing in this situation. I might be wrong in that, but I kind of like being trapped in this area a little bit better than not. So... we're going to leave that nectar for later. We're going to carry this guy back to base. And what I'm going to do is, after we carry this guy back to base, I'm probably going to just bring my purples, and we're going to scope out this area. I'm going to do this. Call them all again. As you can see, this dungeon has not been super kind to us. Luckily, we've gotten, I think, 20 purples, right? We have 20 now? Nope. Hey, not... oh, my lord. Come on. Yep, we got 20 purples now, so we're going to scope out the floor. Because I know that there is more, if I'm not mistaken, there's more than one Gatling Groink. You can hear them waddling around. I'm just going to try and kill all these guys. Okay, good. The only thing I don't like about the purples when they dive bomb small enemies is how long they stay. There he is. He's right over there. Okay. I can't tell if there's a... there's a treasure that you can get that... Nah, man, I can't say it right now because I don't want to spoil it. But there's such a good treasure that you can get. I think the Groink also has one of the treasures in it, which is even more annoying. Where did he go? I can hear him walking around over there. What I need to do, actually, real quick, because I don't... Is there an egg? Okay. What we need to do is this. I'm gonna put these guys in the corner real quick. There he is, okay. If we take these guys out, we should be good to let him over here and then just try and kill him. Okay. Run away, run away. It's weird to fight him in these areas. He's gonna fall down here. Oh god, it's even weirder to fight him when he's there. Especially because the Bulborbs are there. I don't know how high he... I don't remember how high he can shoot. I do my best to avoid these guys at all costs. Okay, so he can shoot. Good, okay. We actually took care of him not too badly. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kill these guys and have the purples carry him back to base immediately. I'd rather not have to deal with them. Okay, good. Okay, so both the Gatling Groinks are down, and honestly, now that they're both down, we can now not really worry all too much. I was really, really worried We had both of these guys up and around, but now that we have them both dead, we can finally bring out the other Pikmin without worrying too much. The scariest part about having a big squad of Pikmin when you're fighting one of those guys is any Pikmin that just kind of gets slow, and then they end up, walking a little too slow when you're trying to run away from the explosions, and then they get caught in the explosion. So it's pretty terrible. The other thing you want to do is by carrying these guys back to base, you want to make sure they get back as soon as possible, because good God, these guys will come back to life while Pikmin are carrying them if they get up to the health bar that they can when they revive. So they're absolutely terrifying enemies in in all reality. And I'm so thankful that in future games, I believe they just removed that feature entirely. So now we can just kind of go through and we can just find the treasure and get rid of all these Bulbors. Look how many there are, man. I actually don't know how many can appear on screen at a time, but obviously we want to take our care because, when it comes to these Bulborbs, you never know when one stray Bulborb will kill something, so good. Okay, take care of this guy. Don't carry anything back because Lord knows you guys are gonna carry things through freaking enemies, and yeah. The next floor in this dungeon I think is also really annoying. I'm not the biggest fan of it either, but I will say that this isn't even This isn't even close to as annoying as, like, the longest dungeon in this game and a floor of that dungeon that exists in this area. Yeah. Just kill him, thank you. The treasure's right over here, I think. At least one of them. I think it's right here. I think it's buried right here. No? Oh, no, there it is. I see it on the other side. Okay. So I have to go on the other side here. I'm going to take out most of the Bulborbs here. All the ones at least on the top section here. The only reason you really take out the ones on the bottom is mainly due to, like, if the Groink happens to just walking around. Oh, crap. Well, now I kind of have to kill these guys. Good, okay. We'll kill this little guy here. Good, okay. Then we'll kill the Bulborb in front of the treasure. We're gonna have one captain sit here at the exit, though. Okay. Kill this guy, too. Oh, come on, none of them landed on him? Seriously? That's annoying. Okay. We'll do here. Now these guys can follow me. Alright, now, just to absolutely make sure, I think we've taken out pretty much all the... But look at all these carcasses, man. There's actually a lot of gold worth of carcasses in these guys, because of how many of them there actually are. Really, none of them landed... Sometimes the homing on these purples is really weird. Good job. Okay. We've pretty much got everything. So, let's see. Is there anything here? Any trap? Nope. No egg or anything. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to try to separate. And we'll have Olimar sit here at the base, at the exit, and then we'll have the President go and grab all the Pikmin and carry as much as we can back to base, because I think we're good now. If I look at the map, I think we've explored every inch of this place, and we've killed every last little Bulborb. So, nothing to worry about anymore. We can finally carry the treasure back to base. Thank God it's just one, and thank God none of the Groinks have it. Alright, we'll just carry as much of the Bulborbs as we can. Might as well, right? Bunch of extra Pokos. I mean, I know the Pokos really don't matter at this point anymore, but hey, I think as gamers you can all relate. Big number go up, right? So number go burr. Okay. There we go. Now all the Pikmin are carrying stuff. We're just gonna follow them, make sure everything is okay. And once they get all this stuff back to base, we should be basically good to go. They got this apple juice back to base, which is really nice. And fresh 100% organic apple juice. I'm not the... Actually, I am more of an apple fruit guard. I'm more of an apple juice enjoyer than... I do not like orange juice. I'm not going to lie to you. Orange juice is one of those things I am not a fan of whatsoever. We'll bring all these guys back to base. Now, there's a couple of leaves, so we're just going to flower the ones that we have, because obviously the next floors are still going to be tough. And one more. Good. Okay. Now, there's a couple of leaves in here. Oh, there's one, actually. I think it's just one. Oh, no, there's another one. Oh, is there? Yeah, I was going to say, there's another one. There we go. Okay. Now with that, we are good to go and move on to floor number 9. Ooh, that's an intense floor because it's so... Sometimes it's really scary because sometimes the bulb... And those white Pikmin were really late to jumping into the exit. But it's so scary sometimes. I'm just not a fan of that floor at all, especially with those groinks walking around. This floor is really annoying. First thing we need to do is... creating Dirigi bugs, dude. Oh, man. I gotta take out these poison generators first. I'm trying to get him to get out here. God, it's so annoying, because... It's like you don't have enough room in this area to just throw down, like... to just separate your Pikmin without worry of getting your Pikmin annihilated by some random BS, right? Oh, of course. Is he heading over here? I'm trying to find it. I just need the blues. That's legit. That's what I need right now. I'm just trying to get the blues. No. I'm trying to put them out of the way of getting killed by a bomb. That's why, because sometimes when these Dirigi bugs, when they fling their bomb after you've thrown them off balance, they sometimes fling it into no man's land, and no man's land sometimes happens to be right in the center of your Pikmin. Let's see. He's gonna... Yeah, look at this. He's gonna be a jerk. And it's so hard to hit him here. Because look at where he is. If he floats over here, we'll have a much easier time, but the fact that he's over the water is annoying. I know I'm trying to... I'm not stalling, I'm just... Okay. Okay, you guys go over here. Alright, now we have Olimar. Let's go and kill this guy. There's a bumbling snitch bug over there, too. Good job. Okay, thank God he is dead. Okay. There's a treasure over there, which really isn't all that bad. This really shouldn't be all that difficult to get. We'll carry this right now. Okay. There's a bumbling snitch bug over there, which is going to get annoying. What I think I need to do, I need to bring my blues over to kill that guy, because, yeah, I don't want him flying over the water just like that creamy Dirigi bug, so... There's one more treasure on this floor that I know absolutely for sure is here. It's a funny looking treasure. Wiggle Noggin. It's a funny name. I like that name. But there is another treasure in here. I know exactly what it is, too. It hasn't changed. And of course, you guys... Man, you guys suck at separating still. They definitely improved this in Pikmin 3. The separating. Alright, bumbling snitch bug. Beat his face in. Okay, goodness. That guy was so annoying. Alright, creating Dirigi bug. Luckily, he is over there. You can already see the other treasure. You might have seen it just very quickly. But yeah, there's another treasure over there. What I think I'm going to try and do... I'm going to bring the whites, and then we're going to take care of all those poison generators. And then what we'll do is we will bring over reds and purples and try and take out that Dirigi bug. Or maybe we just... Luckily, he's taking out the poison generators all on his own. Come on. Beat him, beat him, beat him. Good job. They weighed him down, too. Thank God. Alright, good job, guys. Okay. That was a little spooky, but we were able to do it. Okay, nice. We got all the treasures here, too. Very, very nice. Okay, and the floor exits are right here. Whew. I don't like this floor because the enemies are annoying and there's just a bunch of water. And, of course, they're flying enemies, so they can just fly over the water and shake Pikmin off. That's why it was imperative to have some blues. Plus, the other thing, you want to at least have 15 blues before you come down here. Maternal Sculpture, which is very accurate. You want to have 15 blues when you come down here because those treasures, both the Maternal Sculpture and the Wiggle Noggin, can be inside of this pool here. So, if you don't have blues, you don't have enough blues, you'll be screwed. So that's why in that last episode I was making absolute sure that we had enough blues because, yeah, didn't want to worry about that. But, time to delve deeper with our Pikmin. Into the final floor of the Cavern of Chaos. Thank the Lord that we're in the final floor of the Cavern of Chaos. Oh my God. Alrighty, Cavern of Chaos, sub-level 10. Alrighty guys, here we are in sub-level 10, and I've had two unfortunate runs. I'm going to tell you this right now, straight off the bat, that I do not want to lose any more purples. Purples are so precious, especially for carrying back that treasure. We just need to conserve them. So even if I lose one, we're going to reset, because we need all the purples we can get. Now, when it comes to purples, what I'd like to do here is we want to get our purples and our reds, and might not be the best, but they are obviously the highest damaging of all of our Pikmin, of all the Pikmin in general as well. You don't want a big squad of Pikmin in to fight this guy. I genuinely, by the way, I don't think he's tough, and you shouldn't really lose all that many Pikmin when fighting him. I've just been not doing this fight very well, but what you want to do is you want to walk forward here, and as soon as you see a shadow, you want to walk away from it. So, we see this, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Raging Crobster. This guy can't actually kill Pikmin on his own by, like, eating them or something like that, or stabbing them or impaling them. It's actually the hazards that he causes. What you want to do is exactly what I did. You want to make him roll into a wall, and you want to make him get stunned and go upside down, essentially. So, to be very careful here, because you have purples that can easily be run over. We're gonna do this. Okay. Do this, get out of the way, and then start to chuck. Oh, so close, man. So close. So close. That was incredibly close. Oh boy, we had one purple there that almost killed himself. But should be able to, yep. And then kill him! By far the best run we've had. Like I told you, the guy really isn't all that bad. I was just screwing up the fight over and over again. And that treasure is absolutely terrifying, by the way. That's one of the scariest treasures in the frickin' game. Absolutely terrifying, that treasure. But yeah, that guy really isn't all that bad. Like I showed you, I was just screwing up. I'll show you my failed attempts here, right now. Yeah, you can see that they really weren't. I was just playing dumb. But genuinely, this guy isn't bad. But yeah, if you see, like I told you, he has one claw, and the only reason he does is because Emperor Bulblax ate the other one. Shows you a cool little bit of this, the food chain hierarchy in this on this planet. So, but yeah, when it comes to this guy, really not that bad. I don't find him all that difficult. I just screwing up in the couple attempts I had. But again, like I told you, I do not want to lose any more purples, considering what we need the purples for, and purples are a precious resource. So, luckily we were able to do that in a couple of tries. But yeah, silencer. Yeah, it's definitely silencing my brain with how creepy it is. I'll tell you, in the Japanese version, that treasure is worth 666 Pokos. So yeah. Well, with that all out of the way, we have finally finished the Cavern of Chaos, thank God. So, without further ado, folks, let's head to the surface. Oh God, this dungeon. Hey, this is the first dungeon, by the way. There's two more in this, in the Wistful Wild that we have yet to touch. We're gonna have fun. Look how many Pokos, though. 2,000 Pokos. 20% of the entire game's, like the base game's, 20% of the entire base game's debt repayment was in this dungeon. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Even if we didn't get the 180 Pokos from the creatures, we would have gotten like up around 1,900 or so Pokos. So, pretty insane. Very nice. Okay. So, we have sort of touched on the Wistful Wild. We have opened up a little bit. We got some purples and stuff like that. Able to get a ton of treasure, starting the search for Louis. But yeah, we'll end up, I think what we'll end up doing tomorrow is we'll probably end up going to the Valley of Repose, taking care of the rest of the above ground treasures, and then going into the final dungeon of the Valley of Repose and get the first area out of the way. But yeah, despite everything, despite my resets, I still think I did okay in that dungeon. I had some monumental screw-ups on a few things, but for the most part, I still think I did okay on the majority of those floors, in particular with the Gatling Groink floor. Yeah, I was really happy that I was able to do that floor without relative difficulty. That floor really wasn't terrible, even though I hate Gatling Groinks, but yeah. That's one enemy I'll be thankful that they don't think that they brought. I don't remember them bringing back in Pikmin 3 or 4. Thank God, because God, those guys suck, dude. I hate those guys. But look how many of these treasures we got. I mean, it's an absolutely ridiculous amount of stuff, right? So, remain the same. We went up with everything, which is really nice. We're about halfway to the amount of purples we need, so that's really, really helpful. Oh my god, it's the president's wife. Some president you are. I just got back from vacation to find out you're on a treasure hunt. Well, don't bother coming home until you found every item on your list. Wow. Okay. I mean, happy wife, happy life, right? Am I not wrong? Am I wrong? Excuse me? So, guys, we have completed the Cavern of Chaos in the Wistful Wild, and so, like I mentioned to you just a few seconds ago, next time on Pikmin 2, we'll be headed back to the Valley of Repose to take care of the last 3 above-ground treasures, and then from there, we are going to be heading into the final dungeon of the Valley of Repose and getting rid of it. And I think in the following episodes, what we'll end up doing is we probably will go back to the Awakening Wood and take care of the above-ground treasures in the last dungeon. Same thing with the Perplexing Pool, and then we will also do the Wistful Wild at some point, maybe in between some of those. I don't know how it's going to be laid out, but for sure we're going back to the Valley of Repose, because the last dungeon that's in there, you get an upgrade in general that is really, really helpful for the remaining dungeons of this entire Let's Play. So, you guys will see what I mean, but genuinely, if you don't do the Cavern of Chaos, like, so say you get back after the debt repayment, and you don't go to the Wistful Wild, my first recommendation is to do the final dungeon here in the Valley of Repose, because that dungeon is genuinely, I think, is on the same level of difficulty around-ish as the Cavern of Chaos. Maybe not as difficult, maybe a little bit lower, but regardless, it's a tough dungeon, and also its upgrade will help you vastly throughout the rest of the game. Trust me, you'll see what I mean. But hope you guys look forward to that episode. So next time, I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, follow me in the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, and once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lives.